Hey guys, I'm Giradeau Gaming, and we are here for our Week 7 matchup. We are currently 4-2, and are looking to pick up our 5th win. We are currently 2nd in the league, and if we win, we will be in 1st place. And this is going to be the last week for the league, so I really want to try to make it to 1st. Let's get into my opponent's team. He has an Alolan Dugtrio, a Galarian Weezing, a Vaporeon, a Drifloon, a Rotom Mow, an Excadrill, a Tyranitar, a Keldeo, a Drotagon, and a Alolan Persian. I definitely anticipate him bringing his Weezing. I think it has a decent matchup against my team, especially with my fighting type in Terrakion. Vaporeon he could bring, I'm not really anticipating it. Drifloon, I've had it in a previous league, and I don't think it does too much, so I don't really anticipate him bringing it. He's going to bring his Rotom Mow, because of our Gastrodon being 4 times weak to it. I think that's a great bring. I think he's going to bring his Excadrill too in case he's worried about rocks. Or if he brings sand, it's a great sweeper. Being able to outspeed our entire team. I definitely think he brings Keldeo because fighting type is really good against our team. And also being a water type, he can deal with things like Terrakion and Darmanitan potentially and can take some hits. I definitely think Drotagon's coming as well, as it can be very good with Chip, maybe Rocky Helmet with its rough skin ability, being able to chip our team down, and kind of it has good coverage for our team, so I think it's definitely coming. And I think probably Alolan Persian's going to be its last mon, because he'll have the ability to Parting Shot, which lowers our special and physical attack, and he'll be able to get out of there. If it comes, I anticipate it to be a fast offensive pivot, being able to Parting Shot and lower our attack, and then maybe switch into a mon like Weezing that can take a hit or something that has a better matchup. Let's get into my team. I have my team here. I did not bring my Vanillix. I didn't think it had a great matchup, and I did not bring my Jolteon. With him having his Rotom Mow, I didn't think it was a great matchup. I thought there was other things. I could have brought my Skuntank, but I think his Fairy type is good against it. And yeah, I also did not bring my Cursula, as I didn't think it had the best matchup. So let's get into the Pokemon I did bring. Alright, so to start us off, we are leading with our mascot here, Corviknight. We have leftovers, Mirror Armor, Bulk Up, Brave Bird, Roost, Ironhead. I think this could be a really good mon. We can potentially set up on his mons. Just have to be careful about the Rotom Mow, but it does not want to take a Brave Bird, and we can do some serious damage. I can set up potentially on the Galarian Weezing, as that doesn't really do too much to us, and I would be able to bulk up, roost off any damage it does, and then Ironhead it back, which should do a tremendous amount of damage. And Mirror Armor is there to prevent my opponent from lowering any of our stats. Alright, and let's get into the next mon. Hatterene, I think, has a pretty good matchup. Draining Kiss can be really good against Drotagon. Mystical Fire is there for his numerous steel types on his team. Psychic can be good for a variety of mons, mainly for the Keldeo I have it there. Also, I can Training Kiss the Keldeo if it comes, and Trick Room. So we are going to be the slowest thing on the field, so we can Trick Room and become the fastest thing, and then hit things with Mystical Fire, which lowers their special attack. Psychic, which I believe does like a tremendous amount to the Weezing. And Draining Kiss for some recovery on like Keldeo, we can use that, or his Drotagon. And it shouldn't be able to do too much in return. Life Orb is there just to give us a little bit more longevity, and also Magic Bounce is there in case he wants to set up Stealth Rocks. This is a potential lead just because I think it's very good, and if he kills me, I have Trick Room for some of my other mons that could be really good, like Gastrodon or some other mons you'll see in a second. So Goodra is a potential win con this match. I'm running a very odd set this week. I normally run Modest. I am going Adamant with Sap Sipper. I think it's so obvious for him to Leaf Storm on his Rotom when my Gastrodon's in. If I ever go that, I switch hard into Goodra, and I can get clear, like, just amazing attack raise, and then this is a potential win con. Fire Punch can do a tremendous amount of damage. Power Whip +1 kills the Keldeo, one-shots it. Iron Head does a tremendous amount to the Weezing, as well as Earthquake, and we just have very good coverage overall for his team. So I think this is a potential win con, as long as I play it right. I think this could be really good set. So let's get into our next mon. So to pair with our Goodra, we have Gastrodon, Leftovers rocking the Storm Drain, so we have 2 immunities. We are immune to water moves as well as grass moves with our Goodra, so I think it's a very nice combo, because if anything wants to hit us with a grass move, we can switch into Goodra and get a attack with, and then water moves Gastrodon takes. I don't think he's going to bring his Weezing, because Gastrodon's really good against Weezing, and if he does, or not Weezing, his Vaporeon rather. Vaporeon, the main thing it's going to do to me is toxic me, and I can toxic it in return. It has like Wish and Heal Bell potentially, but I'm not too worried about it, and I don't think he'll bring it because of my electric type. So yeah, let's get into our next mon. Darmanitan is crazy good this week. We have Flare Blitz, Trick, U-Turn, and Iron Head, with rocking the Sheer Force ability. This thing is an absolute monster. It is a definite win con. It outspeeds a large percentage of his team, and we are able to do a tremendous amount of damage to them. So this is going to be a great Pokemon. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Probably a late game sweeper, and hopefully this will be our win con, or at least one of them. Our final mon is Terrakion, rocking its Life Orb. Iron Head is there for the Weezing. Stone Edge is just great stab coverage. Close Combat does a lot to just a variety. It does not do much to Weezing though, so that's something to keep in mind. We might want to go Iron Head over a Close Combat in case he switches his Weezing in. And Earthquake just does a tremendous amount of damage. I anticipate him to be Levitate, so our ground moves shouldn't touch him. But Iron Head is great stab that, or not stab, but it will great coverage that can do. I think it's like 50% to it, so it's pretty good. All right, let's get into the battle. All right, so my opponent brought the team I was anticipating. He leads Rotom Mo. I am going to lead my Hatterene. So this is an okay matchup. He's probably going to just Volt Switch. I'm going to set up the Trick Room on whatever he wants to go into. He may just go into his Excadrill, which is alright. I want to make sure I get as much damage off on this thing as possible, because it can be a huge threat to my team. Its ground typing is really good against at least 3 Pokemon I brought. So I'm going to just go for the Mystical Fire, get a chunk. He is very, very specially defensive. That should have done around 50, or not even more actually, like 80 to 60. So he is probably AV. So that's something to keep in mind. He's very, very specially defensive. So I go into my Corviknight here. I can set up on this thing and go straight for a bulk up. He's probably going to go, he can go for the electric move if he has it, or the Volt Switch. He'll probably just go for the Volt Switch. I'm going to go for the Brave Bird here, because that's going to do a lot. It gets him down to 33%. And I take some damage from recoil. I live a Thunderbolt, which is great. My special defense is definitely coming in handy. And I can go for another Brave Bird and knock this thing out. Can choose to sack something, or he goes into Strategon, so this thing's going to take damage as well. And I can go for the Roost here, which is good. And Trick Room is about to be over. I should outspeed this thing naturally, so I can go for the Roost here and recover. He may go for the Fire Punch if he has it, or he just goes for the Dragon Tail, so that's going to switch me out. Let's see what I get. I hope it's... Alright, I get Gudra. This is a pretty good matchup because I believe Gudra outspeeds. So I can just go for the... He might think I have a dragon move, but I don't. So I'm going to go for the ground move. And we should pick up Excadrill here. There we go. I doubt he thinks I'm physical yet. Even though I have one physical move, I don't anticipate him to think I'm super... So I'm going to just go for the Power Whip here. I'm not +1, but I should do a lot to him. He does a lot to me, actually. A lot more than I was expecting. So, but the Power Whip should do a tremendous amount. Yeah, we get him down to 13. That's great. I'm going to go Gastrodon in case he wants to go for a water move. I doubt it, but I can take 2, and I can, with my leftovers, and I can kill him with a Scald or Earth Power or whatever I want to go for. I'll probably go for... He goes into his Alolan Persian, actually, which is interesting. I'm not sure what this thing wants to do. He takes an Earth Power poorly, so I'm not sure what this thing has for me. He may have a... I'm not sure if it gets any grass moves. He does. I live a Seed Bomb, which is 4 times super effective. That's incredible. And Gary should be able to pick up this KO. That's absolutely amazing. So we kill his Persian, so we're looking alright so far. I think he has a pretty easy Rotom Mose right now. Nothing on my team super wants to take it. He goes straight Keldeo. He can go for the Sacred Sword. Again, nothing on my team really likes that. I'm going to sack my Goodra here, because I think Gary could be useful later on. I can recover on maybe the Dredagon or something else. And I can get my Terrakion in here. Or my Darm. I think Darm's a better play because I have U-Turn. And I should be able to kill with U-Turn and also switch. And if he wants to go Rotom Mow, I may be able to kill that too. He goes to his Dredagon, which was a really good play. I'm going to get some Rough Skin. I'm going to get a little chip on that Dredagon, which is good. And I can go into my Corviknight. He may Dragon Tail me out again, or I can just go for the Brave Bird to get some more damage off on this thing. He has leftovers, so I want to make sure I whittle this thing down for my Darmanitan in late game, or my Gastrodon, or not Gastrodon, Terrakion. He goes for the Dragon Tail just to get me out of there, and I go into Gary, so I can potentially recover here. I'm not sure what he'd want to go into. Believe I'm faster than Dredagon, because Dredagon's pretty slow. So yeah, I can go straight for the recover. So I have a pretty healthy area at the moment. I may just sack this thing, because Rotom, he's probably going to go for... goes for a grass move. Yeah, my best play was probably a sack. I could have went Corviknight, but I want to make sure I keep him healthy, because he's very important for endgame. I go Terrakion. I can go for a close combat here. He predicts that he'll go Weezing. He does, so a Iron Head would have been a better play. But I'm going to switch out into my Corviknight to take whatever this thing wants to go. I can potentially set up on it, or I can... I don't think it can kill me with any one move. He goes for a Will-O-Wisp. That sucks greatly. I'm going to Brave Bird here, anticipating the Rotom to want to come out. I don't think I'll kill because of the burn. If I had not gotten burn, I would have definitely killed Rotom here, which would have been really good. Yeah, I don't kill, unfortunately. So he can go for an electric move. I don't really have anything that wants to take it. So I'm going to sack Corviknight here, and I can go into my Terrakion, or... Yeah, I think probably Terrakion's a good play. I can go for the Iron Head. Everything's pretty low, so Iron Head should do a tremendous amount to everything. Here goes Dredagon. And I want to make sure the Strudigon's super low, because anything I do, I'm not sure what he'd want to go for here, but I'm going to go for the Iron Head, anticipating the Wheezing. I mean, the Stonish is actually a better play because it hits the Strudigon better. So the Wheezing, I'm going to go for the Iron Head this play, as it, I believe, two-shots the Wheezing. And I get the amazing flinch. That comes in super clutch. I think I lived whatever hit, so it didn't really matter too much. But we have a much healthier Rocky, which is great. We were able to kill the Wheezing. And he'll probably go Rotom, because I think Rotom outspeeds us, naturally. So, and he doesn't have to worry about the special attack drop. Yeah, so he goes Rotom. I have to go into my Darm. And I think my best play is probably Iron Head. I should be able to, both Rotom and Keldeo are both low enough where Iron Head should kill, and I think Iron Head is my best play against the Druddigon, because I'm not taking any recoil. And I can potentially get flinches. I'm easily kill the Keldeo, which is great. And his probably next play is going to be his Rotom. And I should be able to kill this easy since I'm Scarfed. I outspeed it. And Iron Head kills easy. I think his play was to hope I was not Scarfed. Alright, so I'm going to hit the Iron Head. His Rough Skin's going to activate. I don't think anything he can go for is going to kill me. He goes for the Gunk Shot. That is a lot. But I should be able to pick him up with another Iron Head, and we should win 1-0. Yeah, I don't think I get killed by recoil either. Alright, so we pick up a 1-0. Alright, so we are currently 5-2, which is great. We are now in first place for the league. I hope you guys enjoyed this season. I really appreciate all the support you guys gave me. And I will see you guys in my next draft league. Peace out.